Whatever you do, do not, and I repeat, do not shame anyone. Do not shame another person, especially if it's just out of jealousy, and you have no right to shame another. Sometimes you might be able to be shaming somebody else, although it might be true, but it's still not right. Why? Because God will make you live the same experience before He calls your soul back to Him. And that's the reason why people should refrain from shaming each other. It's as if people don't have their own shames, that they always find a way to shame another person. That is in the sense that they think they are always clean, and probably it's always somebody else who is doing something shameful. So God will not take back your soul unless He makes you live the same experience. If you go shaming around people, and you will just experience just what you shamed another for, even if it was true. And so we need to be careful of how we go about our relationships with other people. And even if you don't get to experience the same thing, either if you have children or relatives, they are the ones who are going to experience such kind of things, and you will have to witness such kind of things. There was someone who spread out a deceitful lie about a divine being and defaming and slandering them so that people would not go near them. They wanted them isolated so that people would not interact with them in any way, because they knew if they interacted with anyone, they would benefit from other people. And that's what they didn't want. They didn't want the divine being to benefit from anyone. They just wanted the divine being to suffer. They even went further to even claim that the supposedly individuals had a STD. This is a very serious accusation that was done on a divine being who was practicing chastity. And unfortunately, many people joined in the defamation and practice of creating a lot of negativity towards the divine being. Little was known that they had been involved in a very big lie circulating around the divine being, trying to make it impossible for them to move on and just to get stuck. And all because somebody told a lie and were just jealous of the divine being. And this is nothing new. This story has been going on around for a long time. But people with the time, as people observed the divine being, they got to realize that they were mistaken about the conclusions they had over the divine being. So some of them backed off after karma started hitting them, because they accused an innocent person. And that's what happens when you accuse an innocent person. You get karma. And some still, out of pride of not wanting to admit that they were wrong, still went on with even more different attacks so that the truth should not come out. They were feeling ashamed for being a part of a lie on a divine being, but they were not ashamed to go on spreading those lies just in order to cover themselves up. And even as they faced misfortune in their lives, they still turned a blind eye to the truth and went on being ignorant. And one by one were losing, either spiritually or physically, or both. Now their efforts were just to try to and make people think that they were victims, so that people would not realize the evil actions they did. But behind the scenes, they were very, very, very regretful about what they have done. But because of pride, Nobody was stepping up to tell the truth. Anyway, whatever they wished for the divine being, for the destruction of the divine being, all was what they were experiencing and even more. Some got mental prison, some got bad health, and some lost their assets. Some even lost their loved ones. This is a story that now everyone has almost memorized, and all efforts to attack all backfired. And divine being is being protected and helped on the journey by the Most High. In this world, whoever shamed another out of just sheer jealousy faces the same penalty. Even if you do not experience it yourself, one of your most loved ones is definitely fated to experience it being connected to you. And all because you decide to create a crime over an innocent person. Innocent people walk with the light of God. When anything happens to them, that is a direct war with God, the Most High, who avenges for them. He just has to say be, and it will be, because he has the power to do that. Some people in spiritualism might think of themselves as small gods who can do whatever they wish, which to a certain extent has some truth. I don't mean that they are gods, I mean they have powers to do whatever they wish, because God has given that power to them when it comes to manifestation. But still, for any outcome to come into existence, the last word is always the Most High's. And without his wish, if he doesn't wish it to happen, it won't happen, no matter how much power you think you have in manifestation. If he doesn't will it to happen, it won't happen. According to your situation, your wish can either be fulfilled or not, depending on your obedience, and that you should not break anyone's rights. Everyone can manifest what they want, but when there is oppression and unfairness, the rule goes in favor of the most obedient. And that's the rule of the law of nature. Let us all be mindful of how we treat people in our lives and refrain from taking away anyone's rights. Anyway, that's what I'm guided to give out right now. So take care, everyone, and have a good day, and God bless.